Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is my third season in a row, just coming to an end with these yellow jacket traps. I'm gonna talk a little bit about them. Hey, don't make the number one mistake that I made in the beginning. If you have these traps and they're not working, you're not catching anything, today's video, I'll show you, teach you a few tips and tricks. Number one, for whatever reason, if you put these in the shade, the times I've done that don't get any sunlight, the traps don't work as much. I suspect that the little pheromone packet that you put in here, by the way, I have another video on how to put these together. It's very, very easy, not a problem at all. But those little pheromone packets, I think as they heat up, more of the pheromones are let off and therefore attracting the yellow jackets more. So this one's about half full right here. It's the end of summer. You'll see I have some that are more full than this and some that are less. There's little holes on the bottom. See, there's little holes right there. The yellow jackets go up there. They're in the center of this little cone. At the top of the cone, there's a little hole. Once the yellow jackets get into that part up there, they can't figure out how to get back out. And they end up, well, there you go. How many are in there? Somebody asked. I don't know, a few hundred in each trap by the end of the season. I don't really know. By the way, this is one pheromone pack. So I put these in here in like early June, I believe, maybe even May. And I did not change them out. I used to once a month change out the pheromone packets. You can see though that there's a lot of yellow jackets around there. And again, just the same little insert of pheromones. I did not put a second one in there. So a lot of action. You will get a lot of ants on these too. We're about 50 yards away from my house. Let's go look at trap number 2. I have a total of 4 of these. This next one you can see is almost completely filled up. When I say almost completely filled up, what I mean is the top of the cone is where the yellow jackets come into. And this plastic is a little bit faded again. I believe this is year 4 that I've used the same ones. So the good news is you can clean these out. It's a little gross. And you're gonna end up with a pile of, I don't know, 500 yellow jackets. They do a great job of catching yellow jackets and yellow jackets only, maybe with the exception of some ants here. You can see there's a few not happy yellow jackets in the side there. I'm sorry, my friends, I'm sorry, but you're not allowed to ruin my family's food. Come and steal our steak. Sorry, that's what you get. Here's another one here. Now, while these are kind of in partial sun right now, during the day, right now it's morning, in another hour, these will get more sun. The ones that have a little bit more sun, like this one here, seem to be more filled up. They're doing a better job trapping more of these yellow jackets. The ones that get a little bit more shade, let's look at this last one here. It's still effective, but you can see this one, it's a good example of seeing that cone inside. See the cone, so the wasps go up those little holes there, up through the cone, and then they can't figure out how to get back down that cone. You can see this one has a lot less activity. I don't see any yellow jackets inside it currently. And if you back up, I don't see them buzzing around this thing. I suspect it's because it doesn't get as much sunlight. I don't know for sure. But when I first put these in here, I really kind of hid them in the bushes and I didn't think they worked that well. And then when I kind of put them on the fringe more where they get more sunlight, they seem to work a lot better. Let's go back to that first one. It's got a lot of activity around it. Hey, here's one more tip. Depending on your climate, if the pheromone packet that's in there dries up, it's not going to be as effective. So I did a trick like 2 years ago where I just put a tiny bit of water on that little pheromone packet and that sort of reactivated them, and then they were much more effective. Another hot tip, when you are messing around with these, putting them together, wear gloves. If you get the juices from the pheromone packet on your fingers or whatever it is, you know, they're kind of like moist or whatever. If you get those on your fingers, the yellow jackets are attracted to you and they will chase you around. So you need to wear gloves when you put these together. They're super easy. It takes 3 minutes for each one. If I have a complaint, it's that they don't come with the wire to hang them. See this little rusted out wire there at the top? That's from me. They didn't come with anything. I wish they did. But don't get these little pheromone packets on your skin. Use gloves. All right, my friends, here's what I'll do. The season is coming to an end. It's already September. I'm going to let these go for another 2 or 3 weeks maybe, and then we'll dump them out. And I don't know, maybe we'll count all the yellow jackets, or at least we'll make a pile of them and see how effective they are. This trap seems to do pretty well over here. And look at that yellow jacket. So he's trying to figure out how to go in. Again, it looks like there's holes on the side. There's really not. It's the holes on the bottom that the yellow jackets need to go up and into. By the way, these do not work for anything but yellow jackets. So if you're having a problem with a different variety, like wasps or something, my understanding is these will not catch those. But if they're actual yellow jackets specifically, this will get them. I don't know if there's other traps. I'll tell you what, I'll put these traps down in the description down below. And maybe there's some other traps for like wasps or something like that. But these are the ones that drive me absolutely nuts. They literally like steal chunks of our chicken and steak like from our dinner when we're eating outside. And of course my 3 kids aren't having any part of that. They're running in the house. I'm trying to say stay, and I usually lose that battle. Hey friends, I hope today's video helped you out. Check out the description. For less than, I think, 35 bucks, you can really solve your problem. Put up all 4 of these. Don't put up 1 or 2. Put them about 50 to 70 yards from your house. Don't put them right next to your house because the wasps are, or the yellow jackets are attracted to these. And sometimes it takes them several minutes to figure out how to get in the holes. So they'll be buzzing around near these. So don't put them near the house, and it'll solve your problems. Really will. I'm gonna say we've got at least 500, probably more like 750, 850 yellow jackets out here in these traps instead of driving my family crazy. We'll see you next time.